from Virginia, USA. Welcome, welcome. What happened to Bruno? You're supposed to manage the chat, right? There was a question that was supposed to be answered. For those of you who are watching it later, welcome, welcome. I'm Sherifa Nakalema, Virginia, USA. Today I'm talking about a very important topic, according to me. It's called taking a step. And I also say, take a step, take one more step. The two are different. I'm about to clarify. Welcome in the chat. I'm going to attend to the chat a little bit later because some people watch this later as a video. You know, once I finish, it becomes a video. So let me talk to the people who are coming later while I'm talking to you at the same time. But we're going to discuss this after. So the topic I chose today, I just chose it just like 2 hours, 3 hours ago. You know, my channel, I always say, take a step to make your life better, right? So I'm saying, take a step, take one more step. For the take a step message, I'm talking to you if you have something you've been saying, I'm going to start tomorrow, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next week, I'll start that kind of thing. I'm saying, take a step today. For those of you who started already, you already started, but you're dragging your feet as you started, we are doing it, but you could do more. I'm saying, take one more step. So, let's see. Hello, hello, Hannah. Welcome, welcome, Essence. Welcome. That's Ruby Mariam. Robert, Bruno. I saw Musanje, your friend here. Musanje, you know, when you were around Salma, Medina came a long time ago before I even, I scheduled it around. But I needed a personal assistant because there's a lot that goes on before you see me right here. An assistant would help a lot with that. And you know, when I first start, I feel hard because of the light. I switch on a big light in front of me. So let's see. So let's go back a little bit. You know, we are now in July, right? The beginning of July. Let's go back to the time when the new year was starting. Please, let's go together. You and me and the people in the chat, everyone. Think of those things, the thoughts you had, right? The excitement of the new year, right? This year, that's the year when I am going to do this. I don't know you. I mean, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm just talking to a camera. But at least I know the people in the chat. I can see their names. I don't know what you really say to yourself, okay? My job here, and I gave it to myself. You didn't give it to me. I gave it to myself by starting this channel, is to remind you of those thoughts you had, right? Let's go with there are three main areas. You could add more. There is an important area that affects all of us. That's the area of our health. Health. Let me put it in the chat. Health. Mosanje, are you back here? You know, when I have you in the chat, I know it's going to be very, very. So I'm going to talk health first. Health. Whether I thought about it or not, health is very important. You know, when you are young, you don't think about it as much. But as you get older, you realize that without health, there's nothing you can do. If you're sick in the hospital, there's nothing you can do. Recently, I had an accident that affected this area of my face. So maybe that would have been the end of me becoming on camera. If it had been like this, flat, like this, maybe I had lost all the teeth or eyes or whatever. I don't know. You never know. So this is what you have today. So how is your health? And when the beginning of the year was starting, like New Year's and New Year's resolution, did you have one area as in your health, like to do with your health? For example, some people care a lot about their weight, right? Whether you're overweight or not, some people really care about it much. Like I don't want to go over that number or that number. So did you have a goal to do with your weight? Maybe I want to lose some, or for some, I want to gain some weight. Some people they want to gain. Did you have a goal like that? Or if you did, how is it going? Is it working? For some, is health, but good health, right? To keep the good health. The good health is going to involve, I'm not a doctor, by the way. I just read books, but I'm not a doctor. Good health, just maintaining, is going to involve you taking steps, walking. Walking. Okay, if you can go to the real gym, but if they say walking the best. In fact, someone was the other day. It was surprised what he said. He said walking is the best for your health, and also best when you're walking in an area that's not flat. That an area that is a little bit rough. That is because it's rough. As you step your feet, but that's always important also, although for our safety, we want shoes, but they say stepping on real grass or real, the ground, like we come from dust, or that stepping with your feet without shoes is a good thing. But let's say if you're walking with shoes, you have shoes, that it's good to have an area you're walking not to be flat. That as you go like this, like not smooth, that it affects your brain, it moves your brain, shakes your brain, and that's a good thing. I was surprised. That is better than going to a treadmill that's flat, that you want rough, where you're walking to be rough, that helps your brain. I had that yesterday, someone was talking about it yesterday, I said, wow, that's interesting. So, if you want, even if you didn't think about these things, walking is good for you, better than any other kind of exercise, they say. And drinking water, remember, the doctor says eight glasses of water a day. Do you drink 8? It's not easy. But I think that when they say 8, if you drink tea, is included in the 8, right? I'm not a doctor. Leave in a comment for me. I don't see Dr. Tanya. What happened, Professor Tanya? What happened to Professor Tanya? She always comments on things like this in my chat. Sleep. That's my issue. I took a nap before I came up here. That's why I took a nap, because I have this issue of sleep. I sleep very, very little. Although someone today said that if you train your body to depend on a certain amount of hours of sleep, as long as it gets used to it, it can be fine. In fact, he said 5 hours, if you are steadily doing 5 and that's your body's used to that can adjust. Please don't quote me, but someone with authority. And I think that has worked for me for many, many years. I don't sleep much. And self-employed people rarely sleep. They don't sleep much. So sleep, water, walking. Recently, by the way, 2 videos behind, if you see the live, I talked about what you need to stop and what you need to start. So the stop, we talked about with health, stop, a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, not good for you. And then we said start, the things you can start, like walking now, like you're saying. And to do with your health, we talked about resting, sleep, maybe taking a nap if you can. And by the way, they talk about clapping your hands is good for you. Laughing, comedians, yes, they're useful people. That laughing, especially if you are older, I talked about old people gathering just to laugh, to clap their hands and laugh, and that's it. Do you know when someone laughs in your face, you laugh back? You try it. If someone comes and they're just laughing without any reason, you start laughing too. So they gather just to laugh, because they say loneliness can be a bad thing also for your health. So if you have some people, you gather, you have a conversation, you laugh, it's good for you. But seriously, let's go back to the goal you had with your health. What was it? I'm about to come to the chat. And you, did you have, or you never thought about it? You only thought about money? No. Health is important. Without health, the money is useless. If you have billions and you are in your hospital, in the hospital, maybe it will help you pay the bill, but you're not going to be a happy person. So let's try to have good health. Now, did you say you want to lose some weight and you didn't do anything about it? The reason I'm recording this one is to say, take the step. The first step. It was Jim Rohn. I don't know if you're familiar with Jim Rohn. Let me put Jim Rohn here. If you don't know Jim Rohn, search for him. He's dead already. But he left so many lessons. I quote a lot of dead people here. Jim Rohn. Right? If you find Jim Rohn, you'll be surprised. He talked about his dad eating an apple. That his dad, the other thing I didn't mention, eating late. Oh, I'm originally from Africa, from Uganda. We don't know about this one. Eating late is not good for your health. People eating 9, 10 p.m., that's, like here you see people, they serve dinner, I call it dinner or supper, starting at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. But eating at 10 p.m., that's so dangerous, but that's what I do. So he will talk about his dad, that he was eating and finishing early enough the dinner. But then when it was time for sleep, in the evening, he would eat an apple. He said the guy will always eat an apple. And the apple helped him. You know when they say eat an apple keeps the doctor away? That he never saw his dad go to a hospital in so many years. Was it 70 or whatever what time or what age he died? He was always a healthy man. So he was talking about that if you start a habit, remember we talking about taking a step? So you start by eating an apple, maybe drinking your water, starting adding, and then he talked about a step of walking. That if you have a problem with walking, but I walked today. I like walking these days, and I like to be in the sunshine. So I went and walked. That start with a block. He said, start from here to over there. Like if it's so hard for you to start like that. But that would be a good thing if you had like a buddy, like someone, like a neighbor. You say, let's go to walking together. That would be nice. But if you can't have someone like that, in fact, I was at the mall one time. In the mall here in Virginia, where I am, there is a mall called Potomac Mills Mall. I was picking up my daughter; she used to work there, and I saw these ladies coming from all directions. I said, "What's going on here?" He said they meet there to walk. That they just come and they meet right there in the mall, and they go walking. So if you have that kind of arrangement, it will be good for you. So walk. Dr. Jim wasn't a doctor, just a motivator. Jim Rohn, personal development guy. That if you start walking, you walk a block today, then tomorrow a little bit longer. Remember I said take a step and then take a step, I said take a step, move, what did I call this video? Let me see. I'm trying to remind myself the title I gave it. Take small steps, take one more step. That if you go today, you go over here. Then tomorrow, one more step. Then tomorrow, like a little bit more. You go a little bit more. That soon, you're going to get used to it. That you're going to be going longer. That's from Magalarwali. Start a small distance that you walk or run, whatever, jog in the morning. Add more and add more and add more. By the way, some of you, I'm not a doctor, remember I said? But before walking, you don't just step out and go walk. You have to stretch. You stretch your muscles first, okay? I said I'm not a doctor. You can go read about it. Make sure you stretch, you stretch. You know how people stretch? And before you start walking. It's good for your muscles, for your body. You could break bones. I don't know. You know, I used to have, my daughter did martial arts for 10 years, but they always started to stretching. Now, after I learned about this, I said, oh, okay. That's why they always started with stretching. They stretch the whole body before you walk. And they say you even walk, when you come back, do the same thing, stretching. And another thing that goes with that, always remember, I'm not a doctor, but you can try it. Deep breathing, that you breathe in. How do you breathe in? They say breathe in like a baby crying, like a child crying. The way they cry and they can't speak, they are all like, the way they breathe. You breathe in, 2, and you breathe out like that. That is good for you. It's also good if you are feeling like your thoughts are not good, like you want to do bad things. Do that. Try breathing. It's going to help you. Okay, that's Dr. Sherifa saying she never went to school for that. Just likes to read books. Okay, we talked about health. I'm assuming you had a health goal this year, and maybe you haven't started on it. I'm saying take a step. Without health, doesn't matter how much money you have. So if you watch TV the whole day, you don't move, not good for you. You know, one of my daughters wears hijab, right? So she goes to college, she was wearing hijab. Do you know one time they told her that she's not getting enough sunshine on her skin? Because she was all covered, like always the face, right? But like when you walk out, the sun is not getting on your skin. So she was lacking vitamin what's that? D? Yeah. So get some time and get in the sun. Let the sun get on you. Yeah, I did that the other day. I stretched out and said, I felt it. You know, it's really hot here in Virginia. It's hot. I felt it, then I went took a shower after that. So the sun is good for you. Please make sure if there's the sun where I live, get some sun. Remember I said that's Dr. Sherifa, fake Sherifa. I'm not a doctor. But those things are good. Okay. From health, we are moving to something else. I'm moving to relationships, people. The people in your life. What did you promise to change? That's where I start. When the year started, maybe you had someone, you have a conflict going on. You say, you know what? This year we have to work on that. So if you didn't work on that, let me tell you something about, people have said things about having a conflict. Like having a, what's that? You didn't forgive someone. Something about forgiving people. So if you cannot work it out with that person, at least work it out for yourself. That it blocks everything. It blocks the blessings. It blocks because you are really mad inside. It's blocking things. So, like Eric Thomas, actually the motivator, talked about it because his story is his mother had him when she was his mother. Yes, when she, you know my English, I mix them up. He, her, she, like that. So I was checking. She was in high school when she became pregnant with him. So what happened? She didn't tell him, the father. So she got married to another man, and he grew up thinking that was his father. So he was a teenager when he got to know that this was not actually whatever happened between them, the son and the father, and then he got to know that this is not really his father. Someone told someone told him, but it wasn't his mother who told him the truth. So he was mad. By the way, that's how he became homeless. If you know his story, I talked about him a lot here because he's now. I won't talk about Eric Thomas too much today, but just know that he was so mad at his father, and later he realized that he wasn't making a lot of money because of that thing. So he had to correct it. He had to forgive him, and after he forgave him, that's when everything started changing. So if you're having a huge conflict with someone, resolve it. They say forgiveness is for you, not for them. If you cannot work it out together, to correct it, at least work out some way of forgiving them for yourself. Okay? Forgiveness is for you. I hear experts say that. So, the relationships are not done. That could be your sister, that could be your brother, that could be your mom, your dad, like him, he was his dad. But let's go in the other relationships. Your mom, no. Like, you still deal with each other, not like the other one. The other one didn't know him. He saw him as a friend. They had no relationship at all. They called him a family friend. Actually, he was his dad. But I'm talking about the one you deal with in the house. In the house. Like you have your mother or your father, or you have your husband or your wife, your children. You could say this, especially here in America, you don't have these issues of people working, someone works in the day, another in the night. You don't even get time to be with your children at all. You know, children are always at home until high school. They're not like Uganda where they send them to boarding school. They are here at home. But you never had time with your children. You could say, you know what? This is the year when I'm going to have more time with my children. Or maybe I want to be home when they come back. You know, the school buses drop them off. Maybe you started saying, you know what? That needs to change. I need to be home when they come back. Like, that's what your goal was. Okay, did you do it? Or you didn't? Another thing, relationships could be husband-wife. You know, the same thing. Because you have childcare issues here in USA, you don't have like someone helping you at home. So when you have children, you could say, okay, the wife works at night, the husband works during the day. Do you know what ends up happening? One is coming, another is going. Another one coming in, another one going. You never have time for each other. So maybe you wanted to change that. Maybe you wanted to do something to change that you don't see each other, you don't get time to be together, go out or something. Maybe that was your goal. I don't know. But whatever you had in mind, you wanted to change to get to have a better relationship, did you do it? I'm asking. If you don't do it, but as I'm saying, going around all these things I'm saying, you pick out something that's relevant to you, okay? The children, ever have time for the children? You know, they say, you know, we rely so much on schools. I'm back on Uganda. I know there are many of you in Uganda right now. I scheduled this for you, by the way. This used to be an American night, this one. But today, Masa, her brother came back from Mecca. She said, you know what? We have a party over here. Is it a party, Masa? Let me comment tomorrow when you watch it. He said, I'll watch it later. So if Masa had been here, would have done it earlier. It would have been 5 a.m. your time, Uganda time. But then I moved it. I said, okay, let's wait for Uganda to wake up. I moved it. So I know many of you are in Uganda because America is sleeping. It's 1 a.m. my time here. So, children in boarding schools. Children in boarding schools, they don't know their parents, and the parents don't know their children. That's sad, actually. I was in boarding school a lot because that's where everything happens. That's why you have your friends. That's why you learn this and learn that. You learn from other people, but not your parents. Yet here in USA, they do it very, very different. Your parents are the consistent people in your life because you are home until you go to college, except for a few people. There's no boarding schools, very few. So you get to see your parents. Their parents get to know you, you get to know them, but still, because of those things of scheduling, that, okay, one person is going, another is going, some parents don't see their children also. But in Uganda, it's worse. It's worse. I don't know how you're going to deal with that. You send children to boarding school, you don't know anything about them. I'm telling you. Because they see you very, very short time, 3 weeks, and you're still going very early in the morning. Maybe that's when you say, you know what? The thing just come to me as I'm speaking to you. You say, you know what? When my children are home, when they are from boarding school, they're home, maybe I'm going to change the way I do my stuff. Maybe I'm going to come back from work a little bit early. Maybe I'll take them out in the park or somewhere. Like you change your schedule because your children are home. It's like for us Muslims during Ramadan, when we're fasting, people change their schedules. They say, no, I won't work that month, maybe a week or whatever, the last 10 days of Ramadan. I want not to work. You schedule things around that, what's important. So schedule sometime with your children. The children see you, they run off. They see you as a stranger, but you are their dad, especially the dads. I'm talking to the dads, especially the dads who have many. They even forget their names. Seriously, because we are the role models for them. It's not the teachers. You imagine when that child, that wasn't my topic, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Things just come. The children, when they start their home, their own house. They're getting ready to get married, whatever. Guess the reference they have? It's you at home. Oh, I'm trying to remember. How did I do? How did my dad do that? How did my mother do that? You are the only reference they have. They don't go to the teacher. No, they didn't live with the teacher. The teachers are just boarding school. So you are the role model, especially for us Muslims. If you are at home, and I'm with the men now. If you are at home, and your children, you're a Muslim man, they never saw you lead a prayer, in a group prayer. Jama, I mean. Like other Muslims, for you who are not Muslim, the man, assuming a normal household, leads his family in prayer. So he stands and the wife and the children, maybe the boys are next to him or like that. That's how it's done. So if you don't do it in your house, why are you expecting them to do it when they get married? Even if they teach them at school that, okay, it's important to pray, whatever, still they didn't see you do it in the house. So if you're a mom and their children never saw you cook, you never cooked a single meal. So why do you give them to get them married and you expect them to cook? They didn't see you do it. You didn't teach them how to do it. Even if at school they taught them. I remember I went to Kako Secondary School by now. For those of you, I understand Kako became worse. It's worse school. I don't know. That's why I went to from there to Makeda University, Kako Secondary School. Although there were very few who went, but only 2 girls. But for my year, but that's where I went. They will ask us to come with a knife, learn peeling banana. Their kids, children, girls who would come and they never touched the banana. They didn't know how even where to start to peel it. It's our job. It's our job to show them. The reason I bring this in, because as they just started, starting right now as you're listening to me, maybe there's something you're picking up. Are you really doing it? Are you the role model that you're supposed to be? By the way, I have a right to talk to you. I'm 55. I just turned 56. Yeah, I've seen these things. especially now with social media and everything. Some people have never peeled a banana. Girls, they're in the city, they have house girls. Oh my goodness. One day you're going to marry them off and they're going to embarrass you. I'm telling you. That's why we used to have a policy that during the holidays, the house girl, maybe they can go home and have a break so that the children learn how to do these things. They clean, they cook, they do all this stuff, right? We had in Palo, Rani Rero, today who is cooking, today who is cooking, like that. And in my household, even the boys and girls were the same. In fact, I don't know how our mom came up with that idea. Boys, girls, when it's time for peeling, we're all peeling. When we did everything together, until later when you realize, oh, okay, yeah, I guess girls could have done more of that. Okay, so I talked about relationships. How are we dealing with our children? How are you dealing with husband? Give the husband the time. The husband give the wife the time. Now the husbands, especially in Uganda, I'm going to talk about Uganda more because we are in Uganda. The Uganda way and the American way is so different. The way they behave is very different. Remember in America, they don't have house girls. They don't have, very few people can afford that, who would all do that. It's not in the culture. So the man, the woman, they all cook. They all cook, they all clean, they all do whatever needs to be done. When you find that they come from work, they step in the house, this one is dealing with the children, another one is in the kitchen, you could be shocked when you see how they do. That's how it is. But that's not the same model for Uganda. Uganda, you see the husband, they didn't even know what happens in the kitchen. They never step there. Yeah? So, let's try to do better, support each other, especially those goals that you have. Let's have the better relationships, right? Better relationships. Yeah. Whatever relationship. With your friend, with your sisters, your brothers, anything to do with relationship. The last part that I'm going to talk about is money. Jobs, and that's my topic. For those of you who are seeing me and you're seeing me for the very first time, I'm saying this today, but normally in my videos, I'm talking about making money online, working from home, starting a business, motivation, and then also I talk about personal development, how to get better as people. In school, they don't teach us personal development. They need to introduce the topic, knowing about mindset, knowing about how the brain works and how it connects with what we do. Knowing about the subconscious mind that we create when you're young kids. Oh my goodness. That one was a big one when I learned about it. The subconscious mind that we affect the parents, we mess up the children's subconscious minds, including the teachers too. Because teachers who hit the kids so much, they're killing them, their brain and their thoughts and everything. So, those are the topics when you find me in the videos. Recently, I had one I introduced where I said the brain. Everything we are creating, we are doing with our lives is to do with the brain and the thoughts we have. So we have to learn how to have good thoughts. We have to learn to remove the limiting beliefs that those parents of ours put in. Not just parents, the teachers, anyone who affected our lives from the time of as a baby up to 10 years. The experts say 6, 7, 8, but I would say up until 10. That age is where you are shaped as a person. You are here, you are an adult, you are actually a child because of those things that happen. You are not good enough, you are not smart enough, you are stupid, all that stuff. You are ugly. They are still with us. So when I'm in the personal development, I'm talking about those kind of things, limiting beliefs. How do you get rid of those? Yeah. When you hear rich people being rich and richer, it's because they figure out these things. They go to therapy, they go to courses, they learn how to get rid of those things. But it's our brain that creates our reality. Whatever is going on in our life is because of the brain. Whatever you're thinking is what you're creating. So, what have you created? What have you created? Okay, let me see. Musanje, true parents have to be positive like them. Yes, Musanje is in the house. Like, yes. Ashram in the house too. Sorry, I didn't check on you. I went straight to the people who are coming later. I'll come to you, please. So, I will talk about money. I was introducing money. Money. You know, money will make it number one. We make it, the relationship, don't forget God. I was talking about that the other day. He's number one, actually. So for those of you who believe in God, number one. Musaji, how are you doing? Geoffrey, how are you doing with the God topic? He becomes number one. We have to, when we talk about relationships, we start with the relationship with our Creator, then everything else flows after that. So the money. Whoo! I think if you surveyed 100 people, let me ask, Musa, Geoffrey, Ashraf, everyone in the chat, if I asked that the topic of money, more money, making more and more, out of 100 people, how many people are thinking about money every time they sleep? Let me see the numbers in the chat. I started going in the chat a little bit. How many people are thinking about money, making more money? I have to make more and more. Or I don't have any. The topic of money. How many out of 100 do you think they think about it every night? What do you think? Is there a person who doesn't think about money? That's why I want to talk about it last. Because when the year started, you say, this is the year when I'm going to make more money. Okay? You said to yourself, right? And what was your plan, by the way? Making more money has to have a plan, or you're not going to do it. You may wish, but this money takes action. You have to take some action. Okay, I've been inviting you, refused, so I gave up. I'm not inviting you anymore. Did you say I'm not inviting you anymore? I'm not talking about come make money. No, I stopped because I was like wasting time. Especially after I lost my other account, the TikTok, the one that had 21,000. That's where most Africans were. I said, you know what? They were not interested anyway. They just want to ask me questions. Whatever I ask them to do, when you ask them to watch a video, they say, just want us to watch your YouTube videos? What? I'm showing you a video to watch, to show you what you need to do. Seriously. That's a mindset. And it's in a generation. It's a whole generation that's happening right now. I don't know how they think. Seriously, they're different. When I'm on YouTube here, if I have to go to TikTok live, I change the way I speak and everything changes. They wouldn't be here the way you are here. The way you stayed here like this, they don't do that. They leave. They listen for 1 minute, they leave. After I do a live, I check the statistics. They show me how many, who was there and how long they stayed. Seriously. In Uganda, we need like a policy to come to change people's mindsets. You cannot get a better life when you don't work for it. There's nothing for free. It's not there. Even a lottery ticket is bought. They buy it. They take time to go buy it. So if you think you're going to get from TikTok to another one, and then you're going to get better, sorry. And then there's those who are really, really serious on TikTok. They are serious. They are live every day. They are serious. I've been studying TikTok. It's interesting. So let's go to the money part. What was your goal when the year started? Making more money is going to involve you learning something. Even if it's just, congratulations to you, Geoffrey. I see you have a barbecue business. I saw that. Take some videos. Show us some videos of your barbecue. You had to learn, right? You had to go somewhere and learn how to barbecue chicken. You don't just wake up and start doing it. So anything you want to do to make more money, it's going to involve some learning. It's going to involve some focus. It's going to involve, the main thing I would say to you is to find someone to learn from, someone who has done it. Whatever you want to do, someone who has done it. So, what was your plan for more money? You can make more money at the same job. When we're job people, we are not job people. We read these. People who read these, they can't be job people. They create their own whatever. But if you are still a job person, that's fine. Just make sure you save some money and create something for yourself. That's my advice to you, especially if you're young. Don't leave yet, but save some money, then later create something. And you can create something while you're still working the job. No one is asking you to leave. Don't leave your job, but the mind has to think long term. Soon I think it's going to be a live. I'll come here. I was listening to someone, this was interesting what he was saying. There is a limit to the amount of money you can make depending on what you're doing. So I'll bring it as a full topic right here. We'll discuss it. And I love to have people like Musanje and Ashraf in that discussion because it was very interesting. There are some jobs, it doesn't matter what you do, you'll never get more than so much. That's why the only thing to do that will never limit your money is the business or investment, right? Okay, I'm going to read all your notes afterwards. Let's go back to that. What was your goal at the beginning of the year? What did you say you wanted to do with your money? If it's a job, maybe you are eyeing a promotion somewhere. When I'm a business owner, when you have employees, there's someone you eye and say, that one, if they learn better, they can do that position. Maybe you wanted to get a promotion, right? What was your goal? As you keep learning more and understand the business, remember the other day I was talking about the mission for the company you are working for. If the owner sees that you really care about the mission for the business, they're going to ask you to give you a big promotion. Yeah. So, what was that? Or is that what you wanted, to be promoted? Or you are in sales like us? You sell, earn more commissions. You are now from, when we do affiliate marketing, that's what I do when I'm in the other videos. There's what we call low ticket and high ticket. So when you are starting off affiliate marketing, you start with low ticket. Low ticket, you see here the $7. Oh, this one costs $7, $9, stuff like that. Even up to, I think they say up to, some people say up to maybe 500 is still low ticket. So when they're going to high ticket, so maybe you've been doing low ticket, you say, you know what? Next year I'm going to start doing the high ticket things too. Some people say start from, when they teach high ticket, they start from over $500, the thing you're selling, but some people think it's $1,000. $997, where some people start saying, okay, that's high ticket. You could say, me, I'm done with this small money. I'm going to do high ticket. I do 5 sales a month, and I'm good. Then you go train to sell high ticket. You want to sell high ticket in Africa. That's why most of the things we do, they remove Africa. They don't include Africa, except South Africa, because they don't think you can buy high ticket. Like that legendary marketer that I do, the high ticket is $2,500. So I'm not saying Uganda can't buy, but they convert. You know how much it is? Where's my calculator? 22,500 is how much money in Uganda shillings. 1,000 is around almost 40. 1,000 is almost about 4 million, right? It's about 4 million, 8 million. You see, it's a lot of money. People are not going to buy that in Africa, but South Africa, they include South Africa. I don't know why. I think there's a lot of money in South Africa. Okay, I'm going to read everything you're adding. So, what was your goal? Musa and you had a goal of starting a barbecue business and you're now thriving. Kudos to you. Others, I have people here, I won't name names, that have started their YouTube channels. Maybe I'll name them. People like Janet. Janet, where is Janet? Janet, congratulations. Masa, recently, Mogisha. What, are you here, Flora? Flora, she just put her banner up. I'll have another lady, but she doesn't want to be seen. She wants to do it behind, but she started her channel. She knows who she is. Sister, the one who didn't want to show your face, you did it. So the people who started things, and I invite all of you, by the way, if you're watching me, want to start a YouTube channel, come. Let's create a community. Remember, I said I want to have a community, like all of you in the chat. We go on the mastermind. Do you know you can qualify to come to America if we do that? If we do something big, like we're all affiliate marketers and all that, based on that, you can get a visa and come to America. People come to conventions. Like I used to be in the 4%. I don't know if you know 4%. It's called Vic Strazius. And people were coming from India, from places, because they belong to his family of entrepreneurs, people. So, how about that, Geoffrey? We create a big thing and start traveling to America just to come. We meet and have our masterminds. We can create our own African masterminds. Black people. Everyone is invited, but I'm saying black people can mastermind too. Okay. What was your goal? There is real learning where you can say, I want to go back to school so that I can get a better job. That one is good. If they have a mature entrance, you can even go have a degree at whatever age, it doesn't matter. What was your goal? What was your goal for making more money? If that's your path, there's some people who think like that. They're scared to get into business because it's too risky. If that's you need more education. Because with more education, they're going to consider you for those big positions. And maybe you're going to be mayor of the city. Musanje, do you want to be mayor? Kampala mayor? Hey, they're not going to give it to you if you don't have good education. So you want, but you have enough education for you. But I'm talking about someone else. If you don't have the right education, you can say, you know what? Let me take 3 years. You know that Uganda 3 years is good for a degree. Here is 4 years. Even if it's 4 years, you can say, you know what? Let me go do it. Because that's when I'm eyeing some big things. Maybe being a congressman, whatever. You want to be a politician or president of the country. I don't know your goals. But it's involves some learning. money. What was the goal? To save some money? If the goal was to save some money, or maybe the goal was to multiple sources of income, you say, you know what? I have videos where I talk about the danger of one income source. And especially if you are the kind that says, my wife stays at home, I'm the only breadwinner, and you have only one income, wow, it's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So it happened to me. It wasn't even one income. We had some savings and stuff, but my husband had an accident. You know, I tell that story. The other day, Martina was talking about that video when I say we need more money. There's never enough money. Don't lie to yourself. There's never. Because something can happen. Today yesterday I was reading about a story in Uganda news where these people were involved in a fake land deal. Someone bought fake land. Oh my goodness. They gave them the fine, starting from the broker, from the lawyer, from the people involved, 100 million, 60 million, whatever million. Can you imagine? Those are the fines they were fined in court. So if you think you thought you were rich, I think those were rich people because the land deal was 330 million. If you thought you were rich, now they are fining you. They say, pay that one 100 million and pay the other one 100 million and pay this one 60 million. Do you still have money? No, you don't. That's why we have to keep making more money. You never know what happens. Sickness can destroy it too. Either it stops you from working, or the hospital bills. People are going to India for treatment. Here in America, it's crazy. If you get sick, if you get like surgery, stuff like that, the bill they give you, like my husband who were in like what? I think $400,000. Because of the surgeries he had to go through too. I'm telling you, there's never enough money. So we have to keep making more, right? Who is with me? Who is with me on more money? So that was my point was of this one. Take a step. If you didn't start, as soon as we finish here, start. Start by being with the right people, in the right community. If you wanted to start barbecuing like Geoffrey did, Mosanje, you be around other people who barbecue. You know, that's the other thing. Let me mention it here. Something that has not happened, I think in Uganda, please, I'm referring to Uganda a lot because there are many Ugandans in my chat, but those of you who are watching, take it. You never grow alone. People don't support each other. Because I was about to say to Musanje that you have to know other people who do barbecue. But in Uganda, the way people behave, they may think it's a bad thing. They say, oh, how do you deal with your competition? Yes, you deal with your competition. Do you know why? When time comes, and maybe the state council is saying, don't do this over here. You take your chicken over there. You know you have to gang up together as all people who do barbecue to fight whatever is going on. If it's a law, whatever policy they are doing. So you have to know your competition and you have to deal together. And maybe there's a time when you get this deal, like a job to do, and then you got sick. You can't say your competitor, go do it for me. Oh, you don't do that, right? You think they'll take it? But actually, it's called health competition. We have to learn to do that. You are not going to grow alone. That's why businesses stay very, very small. You have to have other people you connect with to grow together. Can we take that point? Like right now, I'm on YouTube. I watch YouTubers. Those YouTubers who have 1 million subscribers, 1 million, they're always collaborating. You see them, this one is talking about the other one. The other one talking about this one. Right now, I invite you to come so we can create the same kind of community. You refuse to come. Geoffrey, when are you coming? Who else is here? Who is coming? Come, Janet. Is Sarah here? Okay, go pray. We are still here. You find us. Janet, go pray, go pray. People, we have to learn something called collaboration. Something called working together. Like if I write my book, like, okay, I just got my book here by Sherifa Nakalema right here. I have to have some people who talk about it on their YouTube channels and like everywhere. You support me. Then you write yours, I support you. That's how they do it. At least the people who are doing it. Like, I watch them, like, I'm in the marketing space. It's called affiliate marketers, marketing online. Wow. Like when they are launching a product, they all come together. They're all talking about the same thing. I'm telling you, we have to learn to do these kind of things, to collaborate too, okay? Now, I'm going to look at the chat. A lot is happening. And you know, we have a super chatter. His name is, do you know that this channel can receive some chat, some super chats? You know what super chats are? You just help the channel. You just donate to the channel. Super chat. It's Rookie Cookie who used to do that. There are a few other people. You can choose super chat here. You can super chat and support the channel. You just charge a few dollars to a card and drop it here in the channel. So who's going to do that? Let me see what Geoffrey is saying. Okay. I'm going to read some comments here. Mujeba Leko, you like Uganda. Whoa, point noted, doctor. Doctor, fake doctor. Okay, very nice health tips, madam. Yeah, good. Oh, but me, I'm not good at forgiveness. You're not good at forgiveness. You are blocked. You're blocking all the mikisa. All the blessings are blocked inside. You have to forgive. Okay, try it. Try it. I should have salam. Hey guys, salam alaikum salam alaikum. Masanje said, true, here in Uganda, children lack bonding with parents. Yeah, they bond with their friends. And then he said, true, parents have to be positively exemplary. Yeah. And you know, it's weird. Because we assume that the parents know what they're doing. Always, you assume that the parents know what they're doing. Just think about a woman and a man having a child. Is having the child. I mean, creating the child. The act of creating the child is very easy. But what happens next, they may have no clue. So that's why in some societies, they teach them. While the woman is pregnant, they invite both of them. They teach them, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. And then you have to be involved with your church, with your mosque, to learn things. I'm telling you, we assume they know. They don't know what they're teaching. Do you know, like, this is a generation of people who haven't learned things. So what are they going to teach when they don't know? Okay, parents have to be positively exemplary. Yeah, sometimes they don't know how to be exemplary because they are not exemplary themselves. Sometimes you find that the children know more than the parents. I mean, they can create a better life than their parents. Okay, Musanje said, if he were there, I would have had no problem to believe. Really? So you don't believe God was there? Now, don't start that one. I'm not starting that conversation with you, Geoffrey. You don't believe God was there, yet you are here breathing. Don't start that with me. Okay, me, I think of money every day. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. The more I think of money, I cry. I cry. I need much, but I get little. Ho ho. You get little because you don't collaborate. I just gave you the tips. You have to run the business. And Geoffrey, you are here when I was reading this book. Let me tell you, if you're in business, those of you who are watching and on there, if you're in business, business grows in two ways. By using other people's money and other people's time. Geoffrey, if you're barbecuing, you need to hire boys who are barbecue on your behalf. You shouldn't be the one doing it right now. Train other people to barbecue. Your job is to look for more deals, more people who want this barbecue chicken, where it's going. That's what you should be doing. Or supervise a little bit and then go. Train other people to do it. If you're doing it yourself, that's wrong. That's other people's time. Then other people's money, you can come to people like me and say, you know what, this business is doing good. Do you have what? I don't know how much you want to invest. Or now you can down something like that. That's how they do business. That's why you need to collaborate with other people so they invest in your business. But if you want to do that, then you need to come to watch many of my other videos where I say the worst business you can have is being a sole proprietor. You die, they bury you with your business. The second business not to do is a partnership. One dies, dies too. That's simple. Is that economics or commerce? Where do they learn that? The best way to do a business is to separate it out like a company. You see, when they say limited liability, that kind, limited. When you see limited, people use limited in a casual way, but the real limited is supposed to be a registered business that's limited. So when it's limited to what it's doing. So when you come, Geoffrey, and you invite another one, and you create that limited liability company, now each person has shares, okay? You say this one put in mukadde 10 alina 30%. This one put in mukadde 5 alina 30%. Now, when one dies, the other one who put in his mukadde 10 said already where his money will go, who is taking over his shares. That's why you see the children, grandchildren, they can share in that company. That's why you see companies, the owners died here long time ago. The companies are still thriving because they were independent from the owners. Please, those of you who think about starting a business, it needs to be separate from you. So other people will trust to invest in it, because even if you die, the business will still be here. Okay? Point taken. I have a corporation. I told you, I have mine is an S corporation. But here in America, people are doing LLC, limited liability company. But mine is an S. So if you're wondering what happened, what other companies, there is what's called a C. A C corporation is where, excuse me, is where you see people investing in other companies. So if it's a C corporation, you can go through a process of making it a publicly traded company. When Musanji, maybe you can make it a publicly traded company. When you make it a publicly traded company, people just buy shares. You say, I have, so it's unlimited. So many shares, people buy, and you have the money. Okay? That's, I don't know what lesson that one is. Is this accounting or economics? I don't know what I just did there. Okay, so I'm going to share some, okay. We said, I'm going to share some pictures of barbecue. Yeah, do that on TikTok, especially. On YouTube, come and talk about Kabaka. The Kabaka stuff will be better for YouTube. You can mention the barbecue a little bit, but barbecue is going to help you more on TikTok. Okay, Geoffrey says, and anything that's to bring you money, you need to be with passion. Yes, of course. But some people, let me tell you something about entrepreneurs. When you hear a person who's called an entrepreneur, forget about someone who just says, I'm a business person, buying, selling. But the real entrepreneur, they solve problems. Okay? Geoffrey, they solve problems. They don't care whether they love it or not. When we had COVID, people needed masks. So the entrepreneur is creating masks to sell. They don't care whether they're passionate about masks. They're solving a problem. Okay? It's not always passion. Sometimes they're just solving a problem, and that's why you see that they have many businesses. If they're not passionate about that one, they just create it and let other people run it, they move on. They're just passionate about solving problems. Okay? If you want to be a millionaire, learn to solve problems. Okay, you say, when this year I started, I had huge dreams, but as I went on, I remembered that there are some factors I never reconsidered, which could hinder me from accomplishing it. No. That's no. What was the dream? We can discuss that. Let me come to that. Remind me. Let me see. That's not true. What you just put there. Also, I'm strategic. What's that word? I am re-strategizing. Okay, yeah. It's, that one went to pray. Musanje, don't miss these. I love your comments. Okay. It will be so hilarious to form that group. It's going to require us to be more committed and passionate. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being more committed? Don't you see me committed? How many years have you watched me, Geoffrey? You committed. What's wrong with being committed? We are still alive, right? It's not hilarious, it's serious. I already have people like Jana, that one, just joined us on YouTube. Okay, let's see. Musanje say, ho, me and politics, we are not friends because things on politics here are far more than what our eyes see. Of course, politics is always hidden somewhere. They meet some places, you never see them. You didn't know that? Politics is done in some places. You learn, okay? You learn. Excuse me. Geoffrey is putting so much stuff in the chat. True, money, I know, and never enough. Never enough. There is a saying which goes, if you don't find a way to work while you sleep, you work until you die. Yes, that's why I'm always reconsidering my moves. Yeah, that's why you need to be online. Online you can work, or you can, and now it's becoming more. You know what I'm thinking now? Instead of hiring people, I want to hire computers. Because computers, to have more computers, They work. AI, you have AI, they work while you are not there. Although there are other systems that work without AI. That's true. Me, I like healthy competition, but some people think you are bragging if you share an opportunity with them when it's not them who got it. That's a Uganda style. I see it, I don't even understand it. True, creating children in Uganda is the easiest, but nurturing them is left to the society, even if the society is of drunkards, as we have a huge way to go. Maybe if we put them in a good boarding school, you know, a good boarding school could raise your children better than you. Because if it's a good, especially religious school, for you don't believe in religion, but if it's a good religious school, they can shape your children better than you, the parent, if you're not doing it at home. Okay, I'm reading one last one from Geoffrey. Wow, but I have not even registered my business yet. But shall you? How I did my business, which is hurting my reputation. Wait when the state council comes and asks you for all the paperwork. You are feeding people with food and you're not registered. They're going to get into your healthy health and stuff. But you see, you're hiding. It's still small. You'll survive. But the best way to do it, let me tell you something about registering your business. You might think you are hiding yourself from Uganda Revenue Authority and the City Council and all that. But guess what? When you have the right papers, you register for VAT, but I think VAT is like 10 million a month. I think that's what they say. Is it 10 million? You have to be selling, I think, 10 million a month to be registered for VAT. But if you are registered for VAT, you pay your taxes, you have your license, and all. Guess what? That's how you get the big contracts. That's how you see that, okay, there is a deal at this hotel to deliver this and that. They'll consider you. But if you don't have the right paperwork, they won't. Think about that. If you want to go big, you want to win contracts, you have to be in order, or you won't get it. That's why the rich get richer. Because once they invite, you know how they invite things, they say, for example, I came to Uganda last year, right? And I visited Uganda Revenue Authority in Masaka there. And they were telling me about people who give them food, like lunch, right? They bid every year. So when you bid, can you imagine bidding to feed all the employees of Uganda Revenue Authority? How much money is that? But do you think they're going to consider you if you don't have a license? If you don't have the money and everything? No. That's when you take the principles. Other people's time, OPT, and other people's money. That's when you say, you know what? Let's create a company. Because when you create a company, no one is going to be worried about you. The only thing they're going to be worried about you, are you going to mess up their money? But they're not worried about you dying. No. As long as they know you know what you're doing, and as long as they trust you that you're going to manage their money well, in fact, the best thing would be to hire a manager, someone else to manage the place. So that it's not personal. You hire someone, you put the money together, and now you go for the big deals. You go to supply your chicken. I don't know where they supply chicken. You go to weddings, deal with those things. Some people doing their big weddings, they won't deal with you, a small person. They deal with the big one, okay? You pool resources. That's how the rich get richer. You need to have like a community. Maybe you are 10 people somewhere. Someone comes up with an idea. Oh, let's try this. They all come together and invest in it. You bring this and bring the invest in it. That's why you see someone. You know, the other day, one of my daughters is an accountant. I don't know if she's watching now. What time is it at her place? I'm coming at 2 a.m. She's 11. She's sleeping. So I'm going to talk about her. She would be here. I'll still tell the story. She was saying, you know, she does taxes here in USA. And when you are an investor in a business, like you remember I said, you could be investing in this one and that one and that one. Whenever they come with deals, you invest. You put $2,000 over there. You put $5,000 over here. Now, at the end of the year, every company is going to send you a share of profits, whatever they got. You hear when they say dividends, they are paying the people who invested. She was saying she was doing taxes and said, these people, someone is investing in like 20 companies. So they give a form called a K1. Like for example, for my company, mine is a S corporation, they get what they call a K1. So you be there, they send you so many K1s. Now this business, you know, people are rich for a reason. They're investing. They send you a K1 for this company, a K1 for another. Now, all those, most of them, unless they made a loss, you have a share. They go, okay, in that one you made 1,000. In this one you made 10,000. In this one, that's money. So she said one person having so many K1s. Now that's how people make money. Now in Uganda, it's the same thing. A person like Murwana. Do you remember Murwana, the late Murwana? I remember, I watched the funeral right here, and they were talking about how many companies, how many boards he was on, how many boards. All these are things, I'm telling you, you get to involve, you need to start learning these things and also creating communities and belonging to, be around people who do stuff, I'm telling you. Okay, Musanje, what are you saying now? About children, it's a big issue. Fathers, wake up. No, fathers have failed. Fathers have failed. Do you know why? Because they blame their fathers. Remember what I said? That children do what they learned from their homes. But because they look back and maybe there was no father even. Because single mothers are doing a good job. Even when the father's in the household, it's the women who are going to Saudi Arabia to make the money. Now, the mothers are taking over. So when they take over, it's because men failed. I was telling my girl around the other day. It's because the men have failed. So if the men have failed, the women, can you imagine? You have your wife. Everything's good. The house is good. You can take care of the children. Why would she go to work in Saudi Arabia? Why? She goes because you failed. Okay? Why don't the men go? They are the second armers. Why don't men go do it? You send the women. The women go because they're desperate. They want to take care of their children. Because it's not about Mwenkanon, it's because you're failed. Now, let me see what you're saying. I have not even just, okay, you said about children, it's a big issue. Fathers, yeah, it's the fathers. I don't know what they think. They think things are going to just happen. By the way, for a man is supposed to be making multiple sources of income. With this economy, with the way things are, the cost of school fees and the boarding school and all that stuff, you cannot rely on one income. You have to be doing this and doing that and doing this to make it. Let's see. And Geoffrey, about children, is a big issue. Fathers, wake up. Oh, Janet is the one who said that. Okay. I thought Geoffrey said that. Okay. Musanje says, Janet, even mothers, these days, hence DNA. Yeah, I heard about that in Uganda. Where are you going to end with that one? Ooh. But still, Geoffrey, let's still be on that topic. I know when you start with Geoffrey, it will never end. I'll have to cut this off just to stop the conversation. He goes on and on. One time he went on and on with Hadifa. It never ended. So, why do women cheat? Why do women cheat to have these babies that don't belong to the right man? Why? What creates that? I think there's something that creates that. Is it just a culture? I don't know. I heard some that in Uganda is too much. Because if your husband is a good husband, if he's providing, he loves you, why would she do that? Do you know why she does that? I don't know the real stories, but I'm thinking, if a woman is sleeping with a neighbor, it's because the man is sleeping with other women. And that's very common in Uganda. Musani, you comment on that. It's because the man started it. The man went and have this woman and married tomorrow and marry another day. Then the woman did the same. I think that's what happened. If you have so many women, they're going to find young boys to do things with. So don't blame them. All those people who find that they are not the fathers of the children, I think it's because of their own behavior. That's what created that. I'm not excusing what the women did, but I'm saying something is happening in that relationship. Where was he? Where was the man? Other things were happening. If you take care of your lady, why would she be thinking about sneaking with other men? Well, you see that? We're all going to end up in hell, I'm telling you. Because you don't believe there is hell. Okay, Janan, well, let's wrap this up. I wanted all of you to, the reason why I scheduled this like this, I was hoping that we're going to go through our goals and then see what to do. Remember, don't forget the topic. It was take a step, take one more step. In fact, But about children is a big issue. Let's see. He said even mothers want some say to children. True talk. Okay, yeah, true talk. Let's wrap this up like this. There's something I didn't emphasize enough. I talked about take a step, right? Take a step, take a step. But I wanted to also talk about take one more step. Janet, you are doing great. I'm clapping for you. You walk every day. You are consistent. We are learning. And congratulations on the subscribers. Let me bring your channel. You know, I always like to say, Geoffrey, have you subscribed to Janet's channel? Let me bring her channel here. Because I'm very proud of her, what she's doing. Let me first get to her channel and bring it. So, for those of you who are already taking a step, okay? I want you to do something more. I want you to take a little bit, go a little bit further. Take even one more step, any one more step. So if you started walking, like Janet, thank you for inspiring us, right? So we started walking. For you, you walk every day. For us, we are learning from you, but we haven't walked every day. So maybe we are walking once a week, right? When I said take one more step, I'm saying do a little bit more. So walk another day. Oh my goodness, I lost you. I can't see where you are now. I have to find you. I lost the chat. Just a second. I'm looking for you. Where you are, can't get your chat. I want to share. I want to share. Okay, Janet, Musanje, have you supported Janet? That's her channel. She started this recently. Maybe she'll inspire you to start too. I'm asking Musanje to start. You know he's very controversial. When he comes, he's going to say those kind of things he's saying. Please support Janet. Those of you come later, support her. If you started walking, you took that step. Now I'm talking, I've left the ones who didn't take a step at all. I'm saying, please start today. Start, find someone who's doing what you want to do. If you want to learn how to make money online, I'm here. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I'm here. Find me, Sherifa Nakalema, and come learn, okay? We'll support you. But let's assume there is another category of a person who started on something, okay? For you, you had started. But you are a little bit like this. Maybe you're not consistent. I'm saying, do it a little bit more. A little bit more. So like Jim Rohn, you know, I was giving the example of Jim Rohn. He was talking about a person who's walking. Like you start a step, you walk a block, and then you continue, and then you continue. Soon, you're going to be used to doing it, and your body is going to even miss it, okay? So, if you're already taking a step on something, please increase it a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. As you increase it a little bit more, you know, who was that? Tony Robbins. I talk about these people all the time. He said that actually happiness comes from progress. And I agree. Because for me, when I'm doing something and it's not progressing, like this channel, I'm not happy with it. Because this year we didn't grow. This year, because I was on TikTok, I didn't like it. In fact, I'm coming back, you see. I introduced something new today. Although I put the camera straight like this, you know, today when did you see that I was driving today? It was facing up like this, like TikTok. So next time I'm going to come, those of you, Musanje, who wants to see the mall, on Sunday, I'm here on Sunday for those in Uganda, like around nighttime, around coming to 9 p.m. I'm going to take you live in USA, but I want to go to the mall. I want to go to the mall and I want to bring it the right way. You know, the YouTube videos are not supposed to be like this. If you go live right now on my channel, you see that today I was driving, or coming from the masjid, and the camera is up like this. So I need to put it like that so you see it better. It covers properly. So the next time I was testing, I was supposed to go live on TikTok. I said, let me go to YouTube. It's better because they keep it on. So that's what I did. And I'm hooked now. I'm going to drive more here, live. Instead of recording those videos we used to do, I'm going to bring it live. So I go live. I'm going to start, inshallah, Sunday. Tomorrow, Geoffrey, are you going to be here? Around 9 p.m. Those of you who are watching in Uganda, please like it. Did you like it? Like it, please. Like it. Also, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification so you know. I'm going to start driving more. You'll see me pop up. When I'm driving, I put on live and go. So because if you like to see America, I'm driving, that's fine. And also it says on the channel, other people can come and watch it too. So before, I've been doing it a lot in TikTok. Let me do it YouTube. I prefer YouTube, by the way. Let it be known. I love YouTube better than all of them. So it will be YouTube. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers so I can bring a shop. Did I tell you, Janet? If we get to 20,000, thank you. Yes, Sunday market around, because that's when I come live here. Let me do some driving. I can go on a highway, I can go to the mall, I can go to places. You see, America, where I am at least, you see. But also I want you to not just watch me, please. I want you to do something too. Janet, right now on YouTube, when you change the monetization, if you can get to 3,500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, there's some monetization they give you now, but not the other one that we have. But there are things you can get. Excuse me. And then for us, like me, if I get to 20,000 subscribers, then I can have my own shop. Like people can shop on my channel, like right here, without getting off. Like the affiliate marketing, but it's happening right here on the screen. So that's my new goal. You say I have a goal too. Let me see. What are your goals? Let's talk about your goals right now. What do you want to start? What do you want to take a little bit more step? Now, let's talk to Janet. Janet, this is what I suggest. For Janet, you've done the walking. Let me tell you something that you need to improve on your videos. Add editor text on top. And I think you've seen it. When you record your videos, when you're uploading them, TikTok is asking you to, no, YouTube is asking you to add a title. Add a title. I don't think you have a title. Do you have a title? Put something on the screen up that when someone is watching your video, may not do it in TikTok, you like them clean, but you're losing something. People don't know where you are. So, I mean, it's not obvious what's going on. But if you put up there that this is a park in Johor, like up there, not down here. I know sometimes in the corner they see it, they show it, but if you showed it up there, that you're in Malaysia, you're going to connect with more people in Malaysia, or you're going to connect with people who are here in USA, but they're originally from Malaysia. They're connected to Malaysia. You see what I mean? It's not so obvious where you are. So put some kind of text up on your videos, and then I want to challenge you to record a long form video. We said this when you're starting your channel. You're not going to get to these hours they're talking about if you have those short shots. They're too short. So come with a video. Tell us something. Why do you walk? Okay? Like that video created in my channel. People are laughing. They saw you. Why are you walking? Tell us what. Why are you doing it? So tell us a story. What happened this week? Today, you see that week when I went over here, that's what I saw. And create make sure it's at least 8 minutes. Do you know why? Because when you start putting ads on your videos, they have to be at least 8 minutes. I said that to Salma, she refused to do it, so I gave up. She likes just at the beginning. She likes them to be very short. It's good, but it's not very good. Because you want a video where people watch and feel like they get to know you. But if they're just watching a little short and it's gone, a little short, come and talk to us why you record them. You say, you know what? Because of my health, tell the story. When when I had my children, I gained a little weight and I wanted to lose it, and I figured out, let me walk. And then when I started walking, I actually enjoyed it. And then I went on TikTok, and then I'm here. So please share your story in the comments. I'm telling you, those videos are going to be very, very popular. Okay? So please, record just one every week. And once you record that one, then we're going to cut it into shorts also and mix it in and make it very busy. Soon, YouTube will love you, and then they love consistency. They're going to pick you up and start showing you the whole world. Okay, I think we are done now. Okay, what's your goal, Janet? Yes. That's what I was saying, that I said do a little bit more. So for you, record a long form video. And you know how to record it? It's going to be like that first one you recorded. Face it this way, the camera this way, like this. So you do that and give yourself a target. When are you going to bring that one? But you know you have to learn how to use YouTube Studio, because you have to because right now I have almost 650 videos. It's just too much. Get in the habit of editing the text inside in the what they call it, what, subtitles. Ask Salma to show you how to edit subtitles so that the words you say can come on the screen. Or if you want to go advanced, you can go learn the better way they're doing it these days, those words that come on the screen, if that's what you want. But YouTube already has the subtitles inside. But for them to show up on the screen properly, you have to go edit. The words you are saying, they are recording them already inside. So you go and correct them and save, then they can show on the screen. But if you don't want the YouTube style, you want the newer style, then you have to put in some other app. You can talk to Salma about that. Okay? So if you start doing that for your videos, everyone you put out, that's the best way to do it. But for me now, I have too much, I don't even know. You have to put chapters also. The chapters, like, yeah, there's a lot to learn. We can come on Zoom, I show you if you want. Or Salma can show you, or you can schedule Zoom, I show you how to use Studio. YouTube Studio, so you can do it right at the beginning. Then you get those hours. I think you're going to be a good partner here. Okay? Okay, that's your goal. How about Musanje? Come and start a YouTube channel. Geoffrey, come talk about your kabaka here. We're going to be laughing at you. We'll come and make comments, okay? Geoffrey, give yourself a deadline. Janet, when are you recording that one? I'm closing this soon. Those of you who are on the side, please chat. Put your hello in the chat. Do we still have Bruno on here? Or you got tired? Bruno, this is too long for you. I think you left already. Musani, let's create a goal for you. Thank you for your time. You know, when you're going to see this Janet more because she has a new YouTube channel. Did you support her? You didn't support her or you didn't? Let me see if I still have it here. That's Janet's channel. Please support her by subscribing and watching her working. She's going to put a long form video. She has only one welcome one. Okay, Musani, let's set a goal for you, then I'll close this one off. Anyone who's still hanging out in the chat or on the side, I see you. Please type in the chat so I know who you are. I don't know who you are on the sidelines. Please, those of you who, I don't think anyone's going to watch it up to here. It's too long. But don't forget the topic. Take a step, and if you already took a step, take a step longer. Make it a little bit longer. Work a little bit harder. If it's a job, work a little bit. You know, when you stay a little bit longer at the job, they're going to like you. Your boss is going to like you. Okay. Do a little. This I put some notes here. Say, take one more step. If you've been taking a step, add and more step. Whatever you've been doing. If you've been doing once a week, try to do twice a week. If you've been, whatever you're doing, improve it a little bit more. Improve it a little bit more. Take one more step. Do a little bit more, whatever you're doing. If you've been doing 2, 3, do 4. Stay a little bit longer. Like if you are, whatever you're doing, just add it a little. Then work a little bit harder. Work a little bit harder. You think about what you are doing. Do it a little bit more. That's the message. Put a little bit more effort. And you're going to find that you are raising your productivity. Number one, you're going to get better results. Number two, according to Tony Robbins, did I finish the Tony Robbins? He said, we get happier by improving. Like a person gets happy when they do better, when they're improving, when they're growing. For me, I don't like things that stay the same. Like if I'm always learning something, I'm always adding something. If I feel like it's stagnant, I feel like I'm bored. So he was so right with me that I like things that are improving. Like right now, my channel has been almost stagnant. 16,000, it's not even 16,000, so I want to move it. I move it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what did he say about Kabaka? I'm really going to start my YouTube and it will be talking about propaganda. Yes, You are a Kabaka man, do that. Did you know Kalem, this one who died recently? The Orea Fudegon, Katol Wama. Did you know Katol Wama personally? He was a Kabaka person too. Yes, and I'm starting before this month. And okay, good for you. I'll remind you. This is what you need. Okay, let me type it for you so you know. Go create a banner. Okay. You know Aula, but Aula Salma created one for Aula, right? You know you can create a banner right there from YouTube itself. You need a banner. Talk to someone about a banner. And mostly is that because for you, you're already good at talking, speaking. So speaking is not going to be a problem. So get a banner, find a little photo you're going to put up there. Let's see your photo here. You want to improve on this one. Musanje, this is the photo. This photo you have here on your channel. Improve on it. Make sure it's standing out somehow. You see how I'm dressed right now? This is what I use when I'm on TikTok. And it's intentional. By that, this shirt has take a step to a better you right here. It's intentional. You see this color? Once you see it, you can see the person really quickly. So try to get into the bright colors. The marketing color, this is the marketing color, red, green, white. But white is going to... So finding some color that when you show up, like here in the chart, I can see you very easily. And okay, that's Geoffrey in the house. But right now, I have to say, oh, that's him, that's him. I have to look. So make it easy, okay? That's just my suggestion. Okay, I have to go now. So we have a goal. Musanje is starting a YouTube channel by the end of the month. I wish you did it sooner. Janet, you are recording a long form video, starting to do that at least once a week. Just tell us your stories and the story for the week. Like if you told us, okay, you're going to tell us why you started this walking thing. That's the first video. Then later, just go with the week. Find a little story from your week, from your walking. You say, this week, when I walked, I saw this and this and that. That's it. That's how you keep people coming. They keep coming back. You can even number them. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And then you put them in a playlist. We're going to learn all that, okay? Thank you all so much. You have, let me ask you, those who are here, what's your takeaway from today's rambling that I did? What's elegant? What's elegant, Geoffrey? I didn't get that. What is it? Oh, that's so elegant. What's elegant? Okay, so what's your takeaway? For those of you who are still hanging out with me, yes, a banner. You need a banner, and that banner is going to decide which word to put up there. So if you go and look at people's channels, you'll see that they have a message. Okay, what are they saying? For me, okay, what are the videos about? You can say my videos will be about this and that and that. You'll see other people's banners. Now, like we talked about it, on the top, it's on top. And then you're going to say videos every week. And the videos about, like for me, I say affiliate marketing, business tips, motivation. That's what you see on mine. So yours, Janet put walking. What did she say? Walk, walk, walk. That's her thing. I think she put walking. What else do you have? Okay, so what is your takeaway, Janet, from this one? As I close it, so that the talking we didn't just waste time. We got out something, right? What's your takeaway? I rambled on a lot. Mostly I was talking to Ugandans. Those of you who watch it later, this message was for Ugandans. They were full of Ugandans in the chat. Please let me know your takeaway, and then I'll close it. Please like the video. I saw many people here. The likes are not many. And you know one thing we failed to do? Oh, yeah. Take a step, but didn't come out really well. So I'm going to do more take a step, but it won't be this color. I have, like if men, I could do white t-shirts, black t-shirts, green t-shirts, like that. Those are the colors for take a step. And this, yeah, I wear this on TikTok. Yeah, take a more step for Janet. Musa Anje, take a step. Yes, and Musa Anje, for you, I think the main message, I talked about business for you. The stuff I was talking about business, they were meant for you, Geoffrey. Okay? But be close by. I like the way that you engage in the chat, and YouTube likes that too. That's why I like Janet to be here, Geoffrey, And all of you who are on the sidelines, you didn't chat. I don't see you in the chat, but thank you for supporting. Please support this channel, share with others. I want to get it to 16,000 fast. It was at 16,000, but then I understand YouTube was deleting channels. They deleted some channels and some people were removed. So they removed like 500 people from this channel. So we have to build it back up. I see it's coming back up. And I want to get it to 20,000. That's my goal. You see, I have big goals. Janet, did you hear that one? I'm at 15. I want 4,100 right now. 4,000 subscribers, 100 by the end of the year. I just declared it today. By the end of 2023, my goal is to have this channel 4,000 more subscribers, so I can get it to 20,000, so I can have my own store right here, because that's the goal for YouTube. So you come, let's create that community, okay? Oh, my Malaysian girls are busy revising for exam. Okay, may Allah make it easy for them. And thank you all so much. I didn't see Ara today. What happened? Ara, no Ara today? Okay, it's good that you all took out something. Those of you who come, especially if you watch it up to here, watch it when you're cooking something. Oh, yeah, I mean. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll come more, and you're going to see me driving more live. You're going to enjoy it. I'm going to drive. I could drive and go to the highway. I used to do it. I have, let me see. I have a video, a whole playlist. Let me put it here for you in the chat. Those of you who enjoy seeing me drive, I already have. I drove a lot. But this time I'm going to drive and also walk. I'll get out and walk with you. Oh, thank you so much too for supporting. So that playlist that I just put there, that's the one when I was driving and showing you American schools. There's a day when I did a video and I went to all that from pre-K to elementary school, middle school, high school. Then one time I went to college, community college. I showed you all that in those videos. I just shared the playlist right here. It's also on the video when I was driving. The video in the pinned comment, the videos. It's a playlist to show you all my driving in Virginia. But I'm going to do it again since I figured out a way to do it without doing videos. You know, videos take long. So I'll just drive live. Thank you all so much. Hopefully I took out something. If you have to conclude, we'll say, take a step. You know what? You don't know. This could be your last week on earth. Or maybe not on earth, but something could happen where you can't do things anymore. Maybe like me, if I lost my voice, I couldn't be speaking here. Yeah, I told you about the first thing. It's still here. It's still there. You can't see it. It's healing. So you never know when things are going to happen. So treat every day like it's your last day and hurry up, okay? Hurry up as you do what you're doing. Thank you all so much. When I close this, please add comments on the video. I don't know if you can add comments on the video. Janet, is it possible to add comments on the video right now, or it's not? You can only chat. Please allow for you to come back later and add some comments on the video. I think you can't yet. So I'll close it, and I'd love if you add some comments. Thank you all so much. If you watched it to the end and you are not live with me, I appreciate you very much. What did I say that you took away, especially if you are in Uganda? I think it was relevant to Uganda more. But for all of you, please take a step. Take a step while you are here. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I'm Sherifa Nakalema. It's the name of my channel here. Find me. I'll support you. We have a community of YouTubers, okay? Then we can go to a mastermind. I don't know what we'll do, but let's get better as people. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.